with places 1 to 6 in the men's singles. This is the gold medal race, and it's been building to this for the world's top single scullers. Mahe Drysdale is in the mix. World best time holder, 6:33.35, a mark that has stood for 7 years now, and he will be up against his nemesis, Ondrej Sinek. Those two go in 4 and 3, but there's some interesting characters elsewhere. Dame Martin, the experienced Cuban, Rodriguez, Charbachenia, who had a fast finish in the semi. Cuba's all-time top sculler, Angel Fournier Rodriguez, a world silver and bronze medalist, his first Olympic A final. Dangerous Belarusian in lane 2, Charbachenia, 4th Olympics in 4 different boats, his first A final in the single. In lane 3, the world champion, who has won silver at the last 2 Olympics, behind Olaf Tufte, and the man to his left, Mahe Drysdale. It is Ondrej Sinek, relaxed on the start line. From New Zealand, Mahe Drysdale, the world record holder and the defending Olympic champion. In lane 4, 4 years after winning a silver as part of the Croatian quad, Dame Martin comes into this Olympic final as the 2-time European champion in the singles. And from Belgium, winner of the final qualifying regatta of death this summer, Hannes Obreno, who beat Drysdale at the famous Diamond Sculls Challenge at Henley. The hotly anticipated men's single sculls final at the Rio Olympic Rowing Regatta 2016. It is Cuba, Belarus, Czech Republic, New Zealand, Croatia and Belgium. It's billed as Sinek versus Drysdale. The last time neither one of those men won a high-profile elite regatta was the Olympic final back in 2008. We are go then in the men's single sculls final. Cuba, Belarus, Czech Republic, New Zealand, Croatia and Belgium. And Drysdale there in lane 4 with Sinek to his right. That will be the tussle surely for the gold.
Yeah, well, Dame Martin may throw a spanner in that works, but at this stage expecting to see a real tussle between Ondrej Sinek, Mahe Drysdale. Ondrej Sinek just getting a lead out there in the first couple of strokes, but very level start. All these scullers, absolute quality being here. And Dame Martin, as the Croatians do, that powerful stroke, big swing through, has led out. Now this has been his approach through quite a few of the races this season. Go out, get a lead, and then try and hang on. Mahe, massive engine. He can just go and go. His coach, Dick Tonks, they do incredible miles. And Ondrej Sinek, we expected this too. Him to be leading out Mahe Drysdale and Dame Martin on his other side. So Mahe Drysdale in touch with those three. And Charbachenia as well, staying in touch. And the Cuban, Fournier Rodriguez, also out there. Hannes Obreno, maybe finding the pace a little bit tough. He said in a semi-final, couldn't hang on to his oar. Couldn't really deliver, so maybe has he got something more here? Through 500 now.
Dame Martin leads after the first quarter of this race, 1:39.17, just ahead of Sinek and Mahe Drysdale way down, but that doesn't matter. He has a fast finish in him. Sinek, who's won the last 3 World Championship titles, the last 2 of them, he's pushed Drysdale back into the silver medal finish, but it was Drysdale who beat Sinek in London in 2012. And remember, Drysdale set that world best time as well back in 2009, but Drysdale will have to use every reserve and every bit of experience he's got here to get back at Dame Martin, who is going well and leading this men's single sculls final at Rio 2016.
Well, this is going to be fascinating through the second 500. Sinek and Drysdale hanging on to the Croatian Mahe Martin. And it's going to be the third 500, I think, where it starts to get real. Who's going to decide to move first? Sinek last year in the World Championships, he put down a real marker from about here, moved out to clear water. Mahe didn't see it and ended up well second. The year before, they had a real battle in Amsterdam, stroke for stroke to the finish line. But Mahe Martin, he and Mahe had similar race to this actually in Poznan. He had this sort of lead in the second, third 500. The New Zealander, with all that aerobic base, started to push back, and it looks like Mahe is getting back on to Andre Sinek. But Mahe Martin, he's doing well to be holding out these two scullers.
3:19.94, and it is the Croatian Martin, former quad specialist, who is ahead. Sinek in second, and now comes Mahe Drysdale. So Sinek, with his glittering form over the last 3 or 4 world champs, second at the moment to the fellow European Mahe Martin, 2-time European champion in the last 2 years, and terrific World Cup form as well for Croatia, Mahe Martin. And here he is leading the Olympic final. It would be something of a turn-up.
Yeah, well, now we start to see the third 500. This is where mentally you need to be so tough. All those years of training now getting laid out on the track. Mahe Drysdale has moved past Andre Sinek. Sinek, to my mind, not looking too comfortable there. I think he's finding this pace hard to hang on to, though he has played mind games in the earlier rounds, pulling out when Mahe pushed through, and Mahe's done a move now. Can see Mahe Martin looking to his right. Can he respond? No, I don't think he can.
Here comes Mahe Drysdale through Martin. History beckoning here. He wants to be the 2-time Olympic champion. Mahe Drysdale, he won in London in 2012. And the Kiwis have done well in recent years in this event. Rob Waddell won the gold medal in Sydney. It is Drysdale coming through in lane 4. He's got the run on Sinek, and he's pushing into the last 500 ahead. It is Drysdale from Mahe Martin, and Sinek in the bronze medal position.
What a move from Drysdale. That third 500, he's so confident about his fitness. He works so hard on building that base, and he knows he needs to put some room on those scullers in the final 5. To see Mahe Martin moving back, he also very strong sculler. Sinek now trying to lift, but Mahe Drysdale looking very strong.
Sinek has nothing here. It is going to be Mahe Drysdale, silver medalist in the Worlds the last 2 years behind the Czech, but here comes Martin now in lane 5. Drysdale is going to try and hold off the Croatian, but it is still Mahe Drysdale on course currently for back-to-back Olympic golds. But here comes Martin and Sinek as well. It's Martin challenging, and here comes Sinek.
Mahe, he needs to lift now. Mahe Martin pushing hard. Mahe trying to lift. Mahe Martin just inching back. We come through. Can Mahe push that rating? He looks to his right. The Croatian absolutely flying now. The rating well up over 40 strokes per minute. Mahe starting to lift as well. Sinek dropping off. Mahe Drysdale digging deep. This is going to come down to the wire.
It's Mahe Martin coming to the line. Has he taken Mahe Drysdale? It looks very much like it. It's Mahe Martin from Drysdale, but Drysdale has a finish. Oh, it's a photo. It's a photo finish.
Oh, it's called New Zealand second there. Just surged back. Fantastic wind from the Croatian sculler. Mahe took a length out of him. Croatia pushed back a length. And we wait to see the official result. So close. These scullers left absolutely everything on the track. Mahe Martin, we thought he'd started to fade. He dug deep. And this is going to come down to a very close call.
Next to nothing in that. What a finish. Thought with Around about 100 metres to go that Martin had made his move, but Drysdale, with all that experience and all that power, just lifted it. Just in those final strokes. Andre Sinek, by the way, was absolutely spent. He was way off in the distance. This was between the Croatian and the New Zealander.
Well, I don't think the two Sculls here, they don't know what's happened. They're not sure who the victor is. We haven't seen a final that close in Olympics since Karsten. Oh,
goodness
Drysdale
me.
had a slight surge there as the Croatian put his oars in the water, but he was just in the lead across the bubble line. The bubble line isn't the finish.
They are so nervous.
And, well, not sure what the result is there. Mahe's smiling. Does this mean what I think it means? It does. Mahe Drysdale, two-time Olympic champion. What a race from him.
Just wait for the time, though. Just wait for the timings to come out. That was so close over the line. And Drysdale, 6:41, 3:4, has a new Olympic best time. He's beaten Tim Mayen's mark, 6:42, 5:2 from London. It is a new Olympic best time for Mahe Drysdale. What a win. What a win over the line. Oh, well, Damir Martin gave it his all. He's the informed sculler in 2016, but even that wasn't good enough to beat the king of the single, the Kiwi, Mahe Drysdale. Sinek has a bronze, but all the talk here will be about the photo finish.
What a battle. We knew one would come. I thought maybe Damir Martin with that early start would fade, but amazing response. Yeah, we talked about it only takes one stroke. There wasn't even one stroke there, I think, at the end there. Literally came down to a hair's breadth. Mahe Drysdale, Olympic champion once more. And what a race. That one will go down in the history books. Ah, half a bow ball. They've been given the same time down to the tenths of a second, so that means more. Here's the moment he realises. Mahe Drysdale, double Olympic champion in the men's single, and he joins a very exclusive club. And Petr Karpinen, Thomas Lang, Vaclav Ivanov and Michael Cope have done a double gold.
Silver medalist in the singles, top of the podium, the man, the king. He's a Kiwi. It's Mahe Drysdale. Another gold in the singles. Easy to forget as well. He won a bronze medal in the quad.
Bronze medal in the single, 2008. Was leading the whole way. Had been ill, throwing up the days before. Probably what endeared him most to New Zealanders was his tenacity and fight during that regatta. What a story for Drysdale. Five-time world champion, double Olympic champion, Olympic best time holder, world best time holder. There's not many more things this man can win in the sport. He's had real issues with injuries. And he's overcome all those. The Olympic champion here. A real quality field.
The anthem of New Zealand. Senhoras e senhores, o hino da Nova Zelândia.
Mesdames et messieurs, les médaillés olympiques.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Olympic medalists. Senhoras e senhores, os medalhistas olímpicos.
And that traditional lift from the silver and bronze medalists for the champion. These guys, such good friends off the water, and so much respect for each other. They know what it's like to do those lonely days, the long miles. And huge satisfaction for them all, I think, to be here. And a chance now to share the moment with the friends, families and supporters who've all come here to Lagoa Stadium. Mahe with his family, Juliet Drysdale, their daughter Bronte. She's also an Olympic bronze medalist herself, and former world champion. Mahe Martin, amazing race from him. Well, that's better to play with than Play-Doh.
What a phenomenal finish in the men's singles then. Just getting our breath back. Sometimes a finish like that can make you think that Mahe Drysdale won a bronze medal in the quad. It was, of course, in the singles, but now he has 2 golds to his name. Ahead of one of the stars of the future, but the man of the moment at the Lagoon Stadium in Rio is Mahe Drysdale.